Once again, we see technical evidence confirming the bullish continuation movement, demonstrating the strength of the indices, and apparently there is no bearish reaction that could convince us that the market is going to lose momentum again. The indices are just unstoppable, and this chart structure is excellent. In fact, it is the best possible under the circumstances. So in today's video, we are gonna talk about what's going on and of course, when we should start worrying if for whatever reason we see signs of weakness, which will certainly appear sooner or later. And look, this is the Finance Hydra channel, right? Here, although I describe the market as insanely bullish, it is not my personal opinion, but just a fact, alright? It is a fact, like it or not. So in this channel, we describe the market trend without personal bias, just by looking at the technical evidence, alright? My name is Nathan, welcome to my channel. Let's start our analysis over here. The SPY ETF is incredibly bullish. Do we see any bearish reaction, any possible top signal right here, right now? No, of course not. Today, we see another bullish candlestick pattern. We made a new all-time high. If we see a top signal, if we see a bearish reaction suggesting that a pullback could materialize, any pullback to the 586 or maybe even to the 21-day EMA would be totally acceptable, plausible, even desirable, because any pullback could be just another buying opportunity, because we are in a bull trend, we are in an uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows, trading above the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average. As long as we see this bullish chart structure, the uptrend will persist until we see a crystal clear reversal. So far, no crystal clear reversal. By breaking the previous top level at 586, this key point is going to be our next technical support level, following the principle of polarity in technical analysis. Previous support levels are going to work as future support levels and vice versa. Here at 565, we see another classic example of how the principle of polarity works, alright? We saw the stop signal, we saw a resistance level over here again. By the moment we saw the breakout, this key point was retested as a support level, very close to the 21-day EMA as well, making this key point a double support level near October 1st, October 2nd over here. So if we see any pullback, well, the same chart pattern could easily materialize over here, again above the 586. This is a classic bullish chart structure. And now you may ask, Nathan, what if we lose the 586? What if we lose the 21-day EMA? Then alright, then we're gonna enter bearish territory again on the daily chart, suggesting a sharper correction on the weekly chart, possibly to the 565 or maybe even to the 21-week EMA over here on the weekly chart, alright? And this would also materialize the possibility of this weekly candle be a possible exhaustion bar, alright? Of course, this is just fiction, okay? This scenario wasn't materialized yet, maybe it never will. So right now, the most important key point, mid-term speaking, is 586, alright? If we see SPY losing 586, alright, let's just take a step back and see how it is going to proceed. So far, the situation is under control. SPY is still in bullish territory. QQQ is also in crystal clear bullish territory. It just broke the previous resistance levels. It just did a new all-time high today. But here we see the price stabilizing near yesterday's high, alright? So it is not an incredibly, insanely bullish signal, but it is another bullish continuation candlestick pattern. If we see a top signal, so far, no top signal. But if we see one, alright, a pullback to the $500 area or maybe even to the 21-day EMA is acceptable. If we lose this double support area, alright, a sharper pullback on the weekly chart could materialize. And here we see the situation a little bit more, we see that the situation is a little bit more delicate, because we could correct all the way down to the support line of this ascending channel, losing the 21-week EMA, meaning we could see a quite sharp pullback ahead if we see an actual materialization of a bearish reversal chart structure on the daily chart. So far, we can't help ourselves but assume that any pullback could be just another buying opportunity. If we see a pullback to the 500s, fantastic, all right? Let's keep our eyes open. Any bullish reaction, any bottom signal above the support level could be another buying opportunity because the risk-reward ratio will be very good near a support level. If you are right, fantastic, you're gonna catch another bullish rally. If you are wrong, all right, you're gonna lose little money, all right? You are not gonna lose a lot because near support levels, the risk-reward ratio is always optimized. Very simple situation. Now, Nvidia, this one is making a bearish reaction today. It is dropping -1% roughly, all right? Nathan, is this a top signal? It could be, all right? It could be. Just like, of course, just like this bearish candlestick over here from October 9 was a possible bearish, it was a possible top signal as well. However, Nvidia needs to trigger this top signal. Another example of a false top signal was here, October 15. All right, what's the difference? What's the difference? Nvidia has to lose and close below today's low in order to actually materialize a top signal in this scenario. Okay, by losing the 144, a pullback to the 21-day EMA would be almost certain. All right, so for now, let's pay attention on the price section if it is gonna lose today's low next week, and of course the 144, which is our next technical support level on Nvidia. If we take a look at the weekly chart, we see another breakout of the all-time high. Last week, we saw another possible top signal which wasn't triggered, all right? A bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, which according to Thomas Bukowski's studies is a bearish reversal candle pattern roughly 79% of the time. However, this pattern wasn't triggered. Therefore, the bullish bias is still intact. By breaking and closing above the all-time high on the weekly chart, we are just confirming the uptrend. So right now on the weekly chart, we see a possible continuation, but on the daily chart, we see a possible top signal. It all depends on the direction of the next breakout, if it is gonna break this week's high or if it is gonna break the 144 support level. Either way, even if we see a pullback to the 21-week EMA on the weekly chart, of course, this is not gonna be enough to completely reject the long-term bullish bias as observed on the weekly chart, all right? So for now, most important support level, 144. Let's keep our eyes open around this key point over here. And guys, next Wednesday, applications for the Finance Hydra VIP Mentorship program will open. It will be 6 weeks together where I will personally help you develop your own trading plan with personalized strategies. And of course, we're gonna apply this plan over the course of 6 weeks, all right? Given the exclusivity of this service, places will be limited. So for more details of the benefits, just check out our website. Link is in this video's description, all right? See if you like it. Now, Tesla going up 8% today, all right? 8% today. It is not only breaking the $300 resistance level, which was a previous resistance level from July 2023, all right? A previous top level, but we are also breaking this secondary resistance level around 313 cents over here, the previous top level from September 2022. So we are breaking 2 major resistance levels over here in one single bullish leg. Nathan, should I worry about Tesla because it is going up too much, all right? Guys, you will always find a reason to worry in this market, all right? If it is dropping, you're gonna be upset. If it is going up too much, you will start feeling nervous, so it doesn't matter. You will always find a reason to be nervous, to be stressed out about this market. So my recommendation is As long as we don't see technical evidence suggesting a top signal, assuming you are long, alright, there is no reason to worry about. Nathan, do we see a top signal right now in Tesla? No. Today we see another incredibly bullish candlestick pattern over here. It is bullish, alright. We don't see any bearish candle over here, only another bullish one breaking the resistance levels. If we see a top signal, alright, I'm gonna warn you guys here in this channel because I'm here every single day talking about Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, QQQ, AMD, Palantir, Micron, ARM, NIO, etc. Many stocks. So if you are still watching me and you are not a subscriber, just subscribe, right? It is too late for you. It is just too late for you. You have been watching this video for 10 minutes right now, a video about technical analysis without any visual appeal, all right? I'm just a guy with a mustache. Therefore, subscribe because it is just because of the content, all right? It is purely the technical analysis that is drawing your attention in this video so far. So come on, subscribe to this channel. Now, AMD, oh no, Tesla. Tesla, insanely bullish candlestick pattern, no top signal. On the weekly chart, we see another bullish candle breaking the $315, and our next technical resistance level is around $384. All right, another technical resistance area. It is quite far away from the price right now, but it is our next target. In the absence of technical evidence suggesting otherwise, this is our next resistance level to aim, period. All right, Nathan, what if we see a top signal? It could easily correct to the $265 or even to the 21-day EMA again, all right? But still, the bullish bias would remain intact. Therefore, there is no reason to panic even if we see a top signal. But I do agree that correcting to the 21-day EMA would represent a drop of roughly 19%, so that could be quite annoying for some people, so caution is advised. So far, at least, no top signal. Now, regarding AMD, this one is making a possible top signal below the 21-day EMA. This top signal, if triggered, could bring us back to this trend line over here, which connects the previous bottom levels on AMD since October 2022. By materializing this pullback, I, speaking by myself, would be very excited because any pullback, any bullish reaction near this trend line could represent another buying opportunity, even considering that AMD is still in bearish territory. Looking at the daily chart, of course, because on the daily chart, we still see a series of lower highs, lower lows. We are still below the 21-day EMA. Therefore, it is a quite problematic situation for AMD, but any pullback to this trend line would be more than welcome. In my humble opinion, of course. Now, Palantir. Palantir is going up 39% this week, 40% this week. Another incredible movement over here, breaking the $500 behind, meaning this key point is going to be our next technical support level if a pullback materializes, if we see another bearish reaction confirming a sharper pullback on the daily chart, all right? But hey, there is no top signal yet, all right? We still see another incredibly, insanely bullish reaction. Considering that we are still in bullish territory, this is just another bullish continuation candle structure. Now, if we see a top signal, Palantir could easily correct to the 21-day EMA on the daily chart, and that's it, all right? We would still maintain the bullish bias, but maybe a pullback of this magnitude could be quite upsetting as well, because we are also talking about another 20% drop roughly. So caution is advised. Any top signal over here should be taken very seriously. Of course, I'm gonna stay here. I will be here every single day, keeping you guys updated. So again, subscribe to this channel. Micron is materializing a top signal below the 114 resistance level, this red line over here. Considering that we see a top signal, below this resistance level again for the third time, well, we should pay extra attention because by losing and closing below today's low, we could easily trigger another pullback at least to the 21-day EMA or maybe to close this open gap over here around 105. ARM Holdings is materializing a bearish reaction. It is not a top signal yet, but there is the possibility of a descending triangle chart pattern over here, all right? By breaking and closing above this purple trend line, ARM Holdings could trigger another rally to the 173. However, by losing the 138 support level, we could see another correction to our next support level at 114. So it all depends on the direction of the next breakout. Let's pay extra attention on these key points next week. Now, NIO is quite frustrating because it simply failed in breaking the 21-day EMA. We are lingering around the support area below the 21-day EMA, which is descending, and above the support at 497. What is this? This is a classic trap zone. When we see the moving average squeezing the price against a crystal clear support level. Usually when we see a breakout in this situation, the breakout is very intense, regardless of the direction of it. So if we see a breakout of the 21-day EMA, fantastic, we could easily seek the $6 again. However, by losing the 497, the next technical support level is $3.61 roughly, all right? So yeah, it is gonna be very intense. Let's watch out these key points on NIO next week. And guys, check out my website for more details regarding our mentorship program. Thank you very much for your audience. Leave your like, subscribe. Thank you. See you guys next week. Stay safe. Bye-bye.